Hello, children. It's me. Today we're going to enjoy 3 stories. The first story is called Tina the Turtle. Once upon a time in a forest near a big river lived a little turtle. Tina was her name. She had a problem. Every day she had to choose between being truthful and losing friends or lying and gaining friends. That's because Tina tended to tell the truth even if it wasn't pleasant. One day Tina was playing with her friend Bill the Beaver. They were playing a game where they took turns pushing each other off a log. "Your turn," said Bill. Tina slid down the log into the water. Then it was Bill's turn. He hesitated. He didn't want to slide down the log. "Don't be a scaredy cat," said Tina. "It's fun. I'm not scared," Bill snapped. "I just don't want to get all wet." Just then, Patty the porcupine came by. "Want to play too?" asked Tina. "I'm too busy," replied Patty. "I have an important date with Dennis the deer. We're going to the big oak tree to meet some friends." "Oh, really?" asked Tina. "Well, then why did I see you with Dennis yesterday at the big oak tree meeting friends?" Patty got very uncomfortable. We just, I don't know," she stammered. "Well, I guess you're just a liar," said Tina. "How do you expect anyone to be your friend if you lie to them all the time?" Patty got angry. "That's it," she cried. "I don't ever want to see your face again." She turned and walked away. "See, that's what I mean," said Tina to Bill. "If you just tell the truth, you don't have any friends." Bill thought for a moment. "But sometimes it's better to lie than to hurt someone's feelings," he said. Tina shook her head. "That's not being truthful," she said. "And besides, I think Patty will be too busy with her new friends to go out with a liar like Dennis." And so Tina swam away. Later that day, Tina saw Patty sitting on a rock crying. "What's wrong?" asked Tina. "Dennis broke up with me," sobbed Patty. "He said I lied to him and he didn't want to be my boyfriend anymore." Tina felt sorry for Patty. She knew she had hurt her feelings, but she also knew that she had only told the truth. "I'm sorry I called you a liar," she said. "I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but it is always better to be truthful than to have friends who don't like you for who you are." Patty looked up at Tina. "I'm sorry I lied to you," she said. "I guess it's good that you told me the truth about me lying. I needed to know. I can't have a boyfriend if I'm not honest with him." "I understand," said Tina. "Being honest isn't always easy, but it's always the best thing to do." The two friends hugged each other. From that day on, Tina and Patty were the best of friends. And when they saw Dennis, they both told him how much they appreciated his honesty. In fact, they invited him to play with them again. And soon he became one of their favorite friends. Our next story is called The Grumpy Gnome Finds a Smile. Deep in the woods lived a grumpy gnome. He lived in a small house made of twigs and leaves. He didn't like anyone coming over. He didn't like anyone asking him questions. He didn't even like anyone saying hello. He just wanted everyone to leave him alone. One day, a little girl named Lily skipped through the woods. She was looking for some pretty flowers to pick. She hummed a happy tune as she walked. The gnome heard her humming and he started to frown. "Here comes trouble," he thought. Soon Lily came to the gnome's house. She stopped and stared at it. "What a neat little house," she said. "Do you live here?" The gnome came to the door. "Who wants to know?" he snapped. "I do," said Lily. "My name is Lily." "What's your name?" "It's none of your business," the gnome replied. "Well," said Lily, "it was nice meeting you, Mr. Grumpy Gnome," and she skipped away. The gnome watched her go. He couldn't remember the last time he had smiled. He knew he could snap and yell at anyone who came near his house, but no one had ever asked him how he was or said hello before. He felt a little lonely. Maybe having a friend wouldn't be so bad, he thought. Just then, Lily came back. She had a big smile on her face. "Mr. Grumpy Gnome," she said, "I brought you some flowers." She handed him a bouquet of colorful blooms. "Oh," the gnome said, surprised. He had never received a gift before. "Thank you," he said shyly. "You're welcome," said Lily. "Do you want to be friends?" The gnome hesitated. Could he really have a friend? "Yes," he said softly. "I would like that." Lily and the gnome became best friends. Every day, Lily would come to the gnome's house and they would talk for hours. The gnome learned that it wasn't so bad to have a friend. In fact, it was quite nice. And Lily learned that even a grumpy gnome could have a kind heart. Whenever the gnome felt a little grumpy, Lily would bring him some flowers or a funny joke to cheer him up. And the gnome would always smile, a big, beautiful smile. Our next story is called A Magical Day. Once upon a time there was a boy who loved to fish. He lived in a small village with his father. One day the boy went fishing with his dad. They cast their lines into the water and waited patiently for a bite. "Dad," the boy asked, "do you think there are fish in this lake?" "Of course there are fish in the lake," said his father. "Why do you ask?" "Well, I haven't caught one yet," said the boy. Just then, the boy's line went taut. "I got one," he yelled. He reeled in his line and pulled in a big, beautiful fish. "Wow," said the boy. He looked at the fish. "You're the biggest fish I've ever seen." The fish opened its mouth and spoke in a deep voice. "Thank you. You can talk," said the boy. "Of course I can talk," said the fish. "I am a magical fish. A magical fish," repeated the boy. "What does that mean?" "It means I can grant you a wish," said the fish. "Oh, I want to be a fisherman," said the boy. "You want to be a fisherman," said the fish. "But you already are a fisherman." "No, I want to be a real fisherman," said the boy. "Like what?" asked the fish. "Like the one who fishes in the sea," said the boy. The fish thought for a moment. "Well," he said, "that's a reasonable request. I will grant it." With a flick of his tail, the boy was transformed into a real fisherman. He had a big boat and a net and all the tools he needed to catch fish. "Thank you," he said to the fish. "You're welcome," replied the fish. "Now go and have a magical day." The boy went out to sea. He fished and fished, but he couldn't catch anything. "This is boring," he said. "I wish I were back in the lake with my old life." With a flick of his tail, the boy was back in his old boat. He was back in the lake with his old life. "Thank you," he said to the fish. "You're welcome," replied the fish. "Now go and have a magical day." The boy went home. He told his dad all about his adventure. "You're lucky you didn't make any bigger wishes," said his dad. "Being a real fisherman isn't all it's cracked up to be." The boy nodded. He was happy to be back in his old life. From that day on, he never forgot the magical day he had with the talking fish. These stories are brought to you by our channel. We make learning fun for kids. Please subscribe.